Hey guys, this is Ryan with Hummingbird Drones, and today I will be showing you how to create a spot spraying map using the Mavic 3 multispectral and Pix4D fields for an Agras T-Series drone. First, I'll show you guys what we are targeting in this field. So as I zoom in here, you can see there's a few little weed patches throughout this field. There, and there's some up here and over here. Next, we need to generate our NDVI map and go ahead and make those weeds visible. So as you can see, I'll go over here to the histogram and turn the green sign to the max amount it can go. And now you can see, since we are on bare dirt, it shows up with all the vegetation out there. So like all these yellow spots that we can see, those are the weeds that we want to target. Now that we have made all of our weeds visible to us that we are wanting to target, we can go ahead and use the magic tool to highlight them. So first, we'll go over here and we'll click on magic. We'll make sure we have our NDVI boundary 1 selected. That's the one that we just made and want to use. Now it will pull up some of the settings with the boxes it will generate, just kind of size of box, horizontal offset, vertical offset, and your rotation. Those can be applicable to different operations, but for what we are doing today, we can just use the base settings. And you go ahead and click Start Magic. Once that is done processing and your grid is made, now we can start selecting boxes. So we'll zoom into just one of the weed patches, and as you can see over here on the left side of the screen, there's a wanted and a not wanted. So we are targeting these weeds, so we'll go ahead and select the boxes with high amount of weed volume in it. Just select as many as you think is necessary, and then we'll go ahead and click the not wanted, which is the yellow boxes, and we will go in and select the areas that we are not wanting to target. And as you can see, now some annotations will start showing up. So here it's covering most of the field, and like all of these little weeds out here, we're not necessarily wanting to target with our operation, so we can go ahead and click a few more and refine it. Now that we have our patches of weeds roughly highlighted, we can go in and clean it up. So we can click on this cleanup icon down in the lower left hand corner, and it will now give us the ability to paint. Now we want to think about how the drone is flying. So here we have two separate target areas, but we can go ahead and put that all together, like so. And now we want to go around to every patch of weeds around the field and do that same thing. Now that we have our areas of interest all highlighted, we can go ahead and click on the output settings and just create it as an area annotation and name it. And click Convert. Now we have created an annotation around every patch of weeds in the field. Now that we have all that done, we can go in and create an operation for an Agras T-Series drone. So to do that, we will go up to the left-hand side of the screen and click on Operation. We will now click Use Existing Annotations to fill the grid and click Continue. Now we just want to make sure that we have our boundary and layer selected, and then click Continue. Now it has everything selected, and we want to make sure that this box for our test annotation, or whatever you named it, is selected, and click Continue. Now it will give us the spot spray application unit that we want to do it in. You can do it in pounds per acre, seeds per acre, or here we will be spraying, so we're going to do it in gallons per acre. We will then click Continue. Here it will just show up, it will look kind of like our magic tool. We don't need to mess with any of this. We can just continue on through that. Now, as you can see, all of our targeted areas are highlighted in purple, and everything else is not highlighted. Now, this will tell you that it is a total of 13 acres, and we can go in and whatever our desired application rate is, we can go ahead and enter that. So here, just for this test, I'm going to do it at 3 gallons per acre. It will then give you the total amount of gallons you need to do to complete all of your application on all of these targeted spots. So now that we have that in, we can get ready to export and put it into your Agras controller. So to do that, we will just click off the screen to make sure everything confirmed and make sure all of our data is still there. Next, we will go up to the top right-hand part of the screen and click on Export. We will then go to Operations and make sure that we have our correct NDVI Boundary 1 operation, or whatever you named it, selected. We will then make sure it is selected for an Agras T-Series drone and a DJI Agras variable rate mission. And then click on Continue. Here we will be able to adjust our spray width and flight height. So we're going to do for this test 10 feet at a 28-foot spray width and click Continue. Now that we have everything ready to export, we can go ahead and click on Export. It will then show up with your file table, and you will go in, select the SD card that you have inserted in your computer, and put this under it. Now that you have your operation on an SD card, you can put it into your Agras controller and use it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.